Good morning. How are you today? This is Jazz. Welcome to Your Amazing Life, the place to be when you want to know what's going on energetically outside and within so that you can get prepared for the ups and downs of life and create your most amazing life. Today, I am bringing you your energy forecast for the weekend. So before we get into the forecast, let's talk a little bit about what's happening earlier this week. So we've just had our full moon in Taurus in the Scorpio lunation. And I'd like to know, please note in the comments below, how are you feeling? How was the beginning of the week for you? So the full moon in Taurus with the eclipse was on Tuesday. And we normally feel the effects of the eclipses and the full moon 3 days before, 3 days after. So how have you been feeling earlier this week? Please put that in the comments. I'd like to know. So a lot of people that I've talked to, they were feeling like this was a big eclipse. They were feeling that there was a change that was coming up. They were feeling kind of at the edge, teetering at the edge, not knowing would they go over the edge and would they find their wings to fly, or would they just kind of flop to the ground or not find the courage to take that next step. So part of the stress and discomfort of earlier this week was really your invitation to make a choice. Do you want this transformation that you've been wishing for? Do you really want it? Or will you shrink away from it again? So it's not too late to make that choice, but just know that that's the choice that's been open to you. So you want something to change in your life. You do want to create this amazing life. That means that things have to change, right? If you want change, things got to change. Makes sense, right? So you need to do something different. And that push-pull between the Scorpio new moon lunation and this full moon is that you got to think of what is transforming, and you feel it deep in your body, something is changing. But then Taurus comes in, especially at an eclipse, where it's that portal with like, this is the way, this is a door, this is a window, come on through. Right? That's what the eclipse is. And Taurus says, okay, do something already. Take a step. Do something that's physical. So for instance, if you just want to be happier, well, what is happy for you? What makes you happy? What are you going to do to feel happier? Right? It's the invitation is to not stop at the concept of being happy, but actually doing things that make you happy. It's not just thinking that I want a different business model, but it's actually taking steps to change that business model. It's not just about thinking, I don't like the way society works right now, but it's actually taking a step to make changes, to be the change, to make the change that you want to see in society. And that can be scary for a lot of people because deep down, some people might wait and see that the changes are brought to them on a silver platter, and it's going to be an easy transition between where they were and where they want to be, and there's going to be no effort. That's not how manifestation works. Manifestation can be easeful, but it still requires effort. It still requires you to take action. Karma changes through your action, not just through prayer, not just through meditation, not just through doing the inner work, but by actually taking an outside action in real life, in 3D. And Taurus wanted you to really anchor that change through your action. So that might be some of the stress that you're feeling because it's time to try something new, something that's different that you've never done before. And that's beautiful. So if you want to share to have some accountability, share in the comments below. What is the one action that you're willing to do things differently? And when you share it out loud, it gets it out of your head and you see it on paper, and so you're more likely to do it. So it's really good for you to share that one action that you're willing to do. Now, after you've thought of this one action that you want to do, now the moon is moving from that Taurus vibe to Gemini, and we're in Gemini right now, tomorrow till Saturday morning. And Gemini is the realm of air, the realm of the thoughts. So Scorpio, that's a deep ocean, right? So deep emotions, deep transformation, deep things coming in. And now we have Gemini coming in with the wind. So just imagine, you know, those white horses, the all those big waves, the white caps on the water. So Gemini just is going to stir up a lot of that emotion when it blows. So your mind might be spinning right now. I know mine was yesterday. I was just having a really zen day, and then something happened. I saw a post and it just brought up like things from childhood, like survival, or the you know, the hiding, the all of those things that I'd really rather not talk about or feel again because I think, like, wasn't that old? Haven't I dealt with that already? Why is it bothering me again? But it's there. And the Gemini is just it's that wind over the ocean, say, no, it's still here. And then doing those twisters up. So it might be quite chaotic yesterday, today, tomorrow, especially in your mindset, and especially when you notice that things are going to change, things are going to transform, and then you've had the Taurus moon and saying, well, I have all these actions to do, and then Gemini comes in and says, oh my God, now there's so much to do, and I'm so overwhelmed, and I'm so stressed, and blah, 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 blah. And then that monkey mind just starts spinning like crazy, 200 miles an hour, and that might just stop you in your tracks, right? So if that's your modus operandi, you might just get stuck in this mental overwhelm, this stress, and then not do anything. And so your own mind gets in your own way of doing the transformation that you really want, that your soul is really asking you to do. So instead of being stuck in that spinning mindset, what can you do? So if you have a best advice, share it in the comments below. What do you do when your mind is spinning? What do you do to calm yourself down? Share that. I think that we all need to hear a few more tips about how to do that. Here is what I'm recommending in terms of the astrology, because Gemini is a sign of air. So if you take that big wind and you put it in a little container like your head, it's just going to spin around. So instead of spinning in your own head, go outside. Like literally, it's that simple. Go outside, go for walks, take breaks outside, breathe in the fresh air. And instead of feeling like the wind is spinning your thoughts inside, just imagine it's a cool breeze. Just a cool breeze inside your head. And imagine the wind is just blowing around you. It's calming you. It's giving you clarity. And you might feel fresh, just like, you know, the fresh morning air. And just breathe through that. So lots of walks outside. So the reaction might be that you're so stressed because there's so much to do, so much is changing, that you just want to dive in and do all the things. And so it might feel a little bit counterintuitive when I say, don't do all the things right now. Go outside more. Take walks outside. Breathe the fresh air. Right? It might feel a little bit counterintuitive, but that's how you're going to get out of that spin and actually taking the right action for your transformation. Because you don't want to just be busy for the sake of being busy. You don't want to just spin and then not sleep at night because your brain won't shut up, right? It's no fun, I know. So go out for a walk. Calm the brain. You need to calm that parasympathetic nervous system, and that's going to help you take the right action. Not all the action, because they're probably not all necessary, but the next right action from a place of peace, of love, of calm, of that inner knowing that you're on the right path. How does that sound? If you need help with that, let me know. That is part of the work that I do in terms of your intuitive counselor. We can do Zoom sessions and we can do in-person sessions as well. I still have openings for in-person tomorrow at Be Reals in Cornwall, early afternoon, 1 and 2:30, I believe. Or join me in one of my upcoming workshops. There's one online workshop coming up, which is finding money in your natal chart. That is coming November 20th. And in December, I have a full chakra recalibration workshop coming in person in Cornwall again. And those are going to be amazing workshops to focus on what really matters to you for your transformation so that you can create your most amazing life. I hope this has been useful for you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments or send me a Facebook message. And until then, go outside, breathe in the fresh air, and I'm sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Bye for now.